Imagine two people. One just won the lottery. The other just became a paraplegic. Now fast forward 1 year. Who do you think is happier? The surprising answer from research is that, on average, they're about equally happy. How can this be? It turns out we are terrible at predicting our own future emotions. This is the central puzzle in Harvard psychologist Daniel Gilbert's fascinating book, Stumbling on Happiness. It's not a self-help book telling you how to be happy. Instead, it's a brilliant exploration of why your brain's imagination, the very tool you use to make decisions about your future, is fundamentally flawed. There are three main ideas to unpack. First, our imagination makes systematic errors when it tries to picture the future. Second, we have a powerful psychological immune system that we consistently fail to account for. And third, there's a surprisingly simple but often ignored way to make better predictions. Let's start with the flaws in our imagination. Gilbert explains that our brain plays tricks on us. One of the biggest is called presentism, which means we project our current feelings onto our future selves. It's why you should never go grocery shopping when you're hungry. You'll buy way too much because your brain mistakenly thinks your future self will be just as ravenous. Another trick is that our imagination fills in details about the future, but it does so selectively. When you imagine a vacation in Hawaii, you picture the warm sun and sandy beaches, but you conveniently leave out the jet lag, the sunburn, and the overpriced hotel food. Your brain creates a movie trailer for the future, showing only the best bits. Next, let's talk about our secret superpower, the psychological immune system. This is our brain's remarkable ability to rationalize and reframe bad situations to make us feel better. Gilbert calls this synthesizing happiness. For example, you get passed over for a huge promotion. You're devastated. But a few weeks later, you find yourself thinking, you know what, that job would have been way too stressful. I wouldn't have had any time for my family. I actually dodged a bullet. The amazing part is that this synthetic happiness is just as real and enduring as the natural happiness you'd feel from getting what you wanted. We are masters at adapting, but we never seem to believe it when we're looking ahead. So if our own imagination is so unreliable, how can we make better choices? Gilbert's third point is the solution, and it's shockingly simple. Ask someone else. He calls this surrogation. If you want to know if you'll be happy as a lawyer, don't just imagine yourself in a courtroom. Find a lawyer and ask them about their day-to-day life and their level of happiness. We resist this because we believe we're completely unique, but the truth is, our emotional reactions to major life events are far more similar than we think. Someone else's real, current experience is a much better predictor of your future feelings than your own flawed imagination. In summary, stumbling on happiness reveals that we can't trust ourselves to predict what will make us happy. Our imagination is biased by the present. It fills in the wrong details, and it completely ignores our amazing ability to create happiness after things don't go our way. The book's key takeaway is best captured in Gilbert's own words. The belief that we can reliably forecast our future emotional states is an illusion. So next time you have a big decision to make, try a little less imagination and a little more investigation into the real experiences of others. For further reading along these lines, check out Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow and Jonathan Haidt's The Happiness Hypothesis. Find more great summaries and reading guides at booksplat.com. Level up yourself today, 3 minutes at a time.